now we're going to talk about a very special moment after all this gathering of the friends and the preparation for the lesson and the workshop. I became hungry. And there is something very special that is happening in the congresses, that people are more hungry than usual.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah.
So first, what is actually the Souda? The name
meal.
is Souda, the meal. And what is actually the meal? You know, people are sitting, we have normal food, everything is okay. But what is something more that we want to achieve?
You know, another fact that you didn't know about Shimon is that he was a manager of many big congresses. When I'm saying big, I'm speaking about thousands and thousands of people. And sometimes only this operation of preparing meals to everyone, and you know, thousands of people, and you need to put everything on the table, and so much preparation, and everyone is working vehemently, you know. And then comes the moment of the meal. And I want Shimon to talk about it. No, because you don't know Shimon, and I really want that you will know him.
No, first, I think before we sit and eat, we have to know that so many friends give so much intention, so much love in preparation of the meal. Because to prepare this meal, there's so much work to do, from washing the vegetables and cooking and cutting the meat and everything. And people who come there they come all the way to the Congress to serve the Congress. Many of the friends sit hours and hours in the kitchen only to prepare the meal. And they did all these efforts only in order to really be able to serve the friends and to prepare the meal. And already with this, there's so much in the food that the friends gave that we feel it when we sit on the tables. But we can imagine after coming all the way to the Congress, and having Yeshivat Chavirim, the gathering of friends, the preparation, the lesson, the workshop, what we were going through, how many situations, ups and downs, everything that we're going through, all this process, and now we're sitting all together, we're sitting all of us together. That's the most important, that I don't sit to eat by myself. I sit together with the friends, and usually I'm starving after that, all this process. And the food all of a sudden looks so delicious and so really tasty and everything. Even though it's simple food, but it's so delicious. But because we sit together with all this preparation, and we're already in a kind of a spiritual mode that we don't sit really to eat. We sit to use this food for the next stage, for the next step of the Congress. And I don't know this secret. I don't know what really is so special in the meal. And I also wonder how come that we sit together, we say L'chaim, we bless each other, we sing together, we read sometimes chapters together. But what special about sitting together and eating, that many times this activities is appearing in the Zohar and all the Kabbalistic, that Kabbalistic many times eat doing their activities. They sit, eat, and do their activities. What's special about this meal that's really, we feel like it's not another meal. It's not only filling our body with tasty food, but just, it's really the next step of the Congress, next step of the gathering, that we sit together and we eat with this, putting the food in our body. It's like we have another stage of gathering together. We put something more together.
Yes, you know, it's like we studied about this story about, you know, the owner and the guest. You know, that, and it's really like this. Now we're sitting in front of the table. Food is simple, but it's tasty, believe me. And I must tell, by the way, brackets, that the real Congress, when we are preparing the food, the real Congress is happening inside the kitchen with all of the friends. You won't believe, but this is the real Congress of love and gathering and togetherness. It's amazing. Anyhow, closing the brackets, returning to the meal. So we're in front of the table, and we have the owner. The owner are the friends. and the Borei inside. And you know, I can, as we said about the will to receive, I can think about the food and that's it, I'm eating. This is my action. Or, yes, I'm eating, but while doing this action, this is what Shimon said, I want to be in another level. I want to connect with the friends. This is the opportunity that I can choose a table. Not only, I'm French, so I will sit only with French, even though it's comfortable. But if I know one more language, I would prefer to sit and to know new friends, to really connect to new points in the heart. So we're sitting together. And even, you know, one glance at each other, just to do a salut, skol, lechaim, whatever, you know, brindisi together. And with my fullest intention that I want to fulfill the friends. I want to take care of all of their needs, what they need in the table. And, you know, the meal is not just an event when we are just chewing food, but it's an event which is full of spirit, you know. First of all of the burning friends that want to share their experience from the day, to want to tell the friends, and if you know, this is what we call a lechaim. Lechaim is, you know, it's in Hebrew it means to the life, for the sake of life. What life? Spiritual life. So here, this is how we are. Friends are going on stage or some point where is the microphone, and they just want, as the gathering of friends, they just want to raise the importance of the goal, speak about what we passed, and keep me above all of this food, above my egoistic thoughts. They're helping me to feel, wow, yes, and to be lifted, I don't know, 5 meters above the ground and the food. Rav Leitman is sitting with us. He's also eating. We can ask him questions during the lunch. And one other important thing is that we are also singing, as we're singing in the end of the lesson, in the gathering of friends. And also singing, it's a very elevated spiritual state if we're trying to do it really together, that no one will sing on top of the other, sing unanimously in unison, and with our intention to connect. So the meal is becoming a whole event of connection. Yes, the playground is the food. I'm getting other potatoes, I'm serving my friend wine, I'm drinking wine, but this is just a playground. And on top of it, we add our intention to connect more and more and more.
We call only one activity in the Congress, gathering of friends, but we find out that every activity that we do, the lesson, preparation, workshop, and the meal, it's really one gathering of friends, because we are getting from preparation. We see that Yeshivat Chaverim, gathering of friends, is preparation for the lesson, and then prepare us for the lesson. The lessons prepare us for the gathering of the meal, of the workshop, and the workshop. And we're getting from preparation to preparation, and we find out that everything is really the power of the unity, power of the gathering, and that's why it's gathering of friends, every activity,
and
whatever
also,
we call it.
It's like a crescendo of feelings, of intensity, of emotion. It's not, these are not, the events are not like ups and downs. These are like this, a linear line which is going up. And when you feel that, wow, I don't have any place to add more, I will burst, then you feel that your vessel is growing, your ego is growing, and then you're going to the next event, and then Rav is fulfilling it. And then again, and all of this Congress is like one feeling of elevation that friends are always saying, you know, you're coming to your home and you're still feeling yourself like, I don't know, 1 kilometer above the ground, and really, this is, as Shimon said, just come and feel.
I must say that I'm so jealous of you, really, because there's nothing like the first Congress. Of course, every Congress is so special, but the first Congress, it's the first time that we feel it, and I remember that in the beginning I could not believe that it's real. Something like this can happen in reality, that people unite in order to unite and to feel something above. this life, and it's happened. And in the beginning, you really ask yourself, is it possible? Is it real that something like this happened? And it's real. It happens, and I'm jealous of you because you're going to feel it for the first time. And I would make any effort to be there, really. It's nothing like that anywhere in our life. And I think it's worth to do any effort to be there, to feel it.